most people think about disasters, they think about things like earthquakes or floods, but there are actually a lot of other disasters that a strong business continuity plan can help you survive. Things like power failures or bad deployment, or even being attacked by a virus can be a disaster that you would need to restore from. Azure Site Recovery can help you create a disaster recovery plan that your business can benefit from. Azure Site Recovery, or ASR, can help you with this. ASR has two different ways of working. One is to back up to Azure, the other is to back up to your internal data center. Azure Site Recovery can make copies of your virtual machines and store them up in Azure. They're kept up to date and are ready when you need them. So if you do experience a disaster, you can start up those machines out in the cloud, bring them up, continue running your business, restore data, do whatever you need to do to keep your business up and running. The second mode for Azure Site Recovery is to replicate your machines to an existing duplicate data center, and you can have this set up to replicate back and forth, so you can have one data center protecting another, controlling it all through Azure Site Recovery services. Similar to the other model, if you experience a disaster in one of your data centers, you can use the recovery portal to bring up those virtual machines in your failover data center and continue with your business and fix whatever you need to in the affected data center. Azure Site Recovery recreates a simplified workflow for protecting and testing your virtual machines. Testing your disaster recovery plan is actually the one thing that most companies fail to do, and is probably the biggest point of failure in their business continuity plan. Azure Site Recovery makes it very easy for you to bring up your data center in the cloud and test every piece of your disaster recovery plan to make sure that you and your team have everything you need to continue on in the case of an event. Azure Site Recovery can be far more cost-effective than traditional solutions. Here's an example from a large American airline. The No Solution line shows their original cost if they were to build a duplicate data center and replicate everything themselves. In the do-it-yourself solution, this company replicated their own VMs and had to manage everything themselves. In the Azure Site Recovery line, they use Azure Site Recovery's ability to duplicate VMs, to use a portal to bring up test environments, and to deliver a full business continuity disaster recovery solution for far less than the cost of building their own data center or managing their own replication. So Azure Site Recovery can give your enterprise the ability to have a complete business continuity disaster plan that can come together very quickly. Azure Site Recovery allows you to create recovery plans that you can run from the cloud. It allows you to test those plans and teach your team how to respond to a disaster. It allows you to test your failover plans and make sure that your team knows what to do in case of a disaster. It allows the automated replication of virtual machines between clouds in your site and can finally be used for a variety of planned and unplanned events inside your data center.